What is the purpose of life? When I came out of the military, I got a job as a stock boy in an electronics store. I was lifting 27-inch TVs with a craze at the time, and I had a co-worker with me. He was 65 years old, a tough old man, Eddie. He had already retired from a union job, but he couldn't stay home. So he said, I can't stay there, man. He goes, he had to get a part-time job there. So he was working part-time lifting those TVs with me. So one time we were on break, and Eddie says to me, hey, what is the purpose of life to you? I never thought about anything that deep. So I said, I guess to be happy. I said, well, what's the purpose of life to you? He said, to make a difference in someone's life. And that has stuck with me ever since. All right. This is the Keepin' It Thoro box. Bozo box, he calls it. No Bozo box, actually. No Bozo box. These two are just some pickups that I have. There's 10 books in here. I'm going to recommend those books today because I read it. I got a reading copy. But first, we're going to talk about this right here. Keepin' It Thoro. So Keepin' It Thoro is a channel here on YouTube. And you guys should know it. If you know my channel, you know his channel. So he has auctions, and I have frequented his auctions so many times. As you guys know, I haven't really been doing auctions lately since I had a problem with one auction. But I've always liked doing YouTube auctions. It's just I don't know, it just left a bad taste. However, I've never bought from Thoro himself personally. I've always bought from Let. Let's a guy that I've bought, I don't know, innumerable auctions from. I've bought from Roman. I bought from Comically Flawed, from Chad, a lot of times from Chad. All class guys, man, all of them, every single one of them. And I'm probably going to go back into those auctions eventually, right? But Thoro is a class guy, he has publicly talked about his mental issues, and it's something that it's hard for anybody to even discuss, let alone make it public. So I believe that this man has, in some way or another, helped at least one individual out there. I do believe that, because of the passion that he talks with it about that. And I do know people with issues very close to me. So, yeah, I had to support him in this. And that's it. Let's open these boxes up. Yo, look at this. Easily the best cover that they ever had. Easily. If you look close up, see how those colors pop? That red, that yellow, that green. And then on top of the black, it just pops. Amazing. I'm going to keep one of these, and I'm going to flip the other two. Going to send them out to get pre-screen 9.8s. Now, I got these from Unknown Comics. However, this is Deadpool number 13. This is the Virgin cover. They do have the regular cover, but and I think you can get the regular cover for less. I like this one because it's not populated, but some people might like that that regular cover better, In Unknown Comics, It was $20, then they raised the price to $30. But if you buy two, you get the third one for free. So that's a pretty decent spec, I think. This one's another spec. Now, talk about mental illness. Maybe I suffer from it. Because Thoro was talking about this like 6 months ago, and I debated getting it or not. He was talking about Teen Titans Go number 23 as Red X's first appearance. Now, even though he's a robot in that issue, that's going to be slated as his first appearance, in my opinion. All right, because he's on the cover, and again, it's even though it's a robot, it's the first time that you see him, and it's in the story. Again, it's a robot, but now this one is Future State Teen Titans number 1, but it's the second print. And then Teen Titans number 2 Future State is also has him on the cover, so it's going to be debated on which one is his first appearance in human form, if you will. I got 10 of these babies, and for less than cover price, it's not bad. Now here's a book that I like a hell of a lot more than either one of those two. This is Fear Case number 1 by Matt Kindt. Now, Keanu Reeves sat with both Matt Kindt and Cates, right? Donnie Cates. Donnie Cates even talks about it. But he chose to go with Matt Kindt for Berserker. So I picked this up because I read the synopsis on it, and now I read it. This is my reading copy, which has been read. This is a freaking fantastic story. It's only book 1. Can it be messed up? Yeah, it can, but I can't see how. This is The Ring meets Seven. That's what this is, guys. The Ring meets Seven. It's freaking fantastic. I loved it. I can't wait for the next issue. And I think I was thinking of not slabbing these, but I'm going to send them out to get slabbed. And they're going into a weight box, which is probably going to be for years, because I cannot see this not get optioned for a movie. I just hope that somebody good gets picked as the detectives, because this is freaking fantastic. Now, these are the two covers that I saw on my comic shop, my local comic shop. I got these from, I want to say, who did I get these from? Was it Golden Apple? I got 10 from Golden Apple. Less than cover price. Might have not been Golden Apple. You know what? Unknown Comics, maybe. Whatever. But I got 10 of them at less than cover price. This one I got from my LCS. You could choose whichever one you want. I figured to get this one because it's going to be a harder 9.8 as time goes by because of the black background. You know, plus the cases right there. Great story. I recommend you guys pick that up. Pick one up. You know, pick one up and put it away, as Wilbert says, right? Put it in the box. Don't put it in a long box. Long boxes are not good for comics. Short box. Short box all the way, okay? Pick one up, put it in a short box, bag and board it. All right. Let's get down to the nitty gritty right here. This is Thoro's box. He sends a wristband. However, I don't wear a wristband, so I'll probably give it to somebody. Now, look at what he does, man. This is how cool this guy is, man. See this? He leaves a flap. And why is that flap there? That flap's there so that you don't struggle getting this out. You could just rip it out. See? It's nice and easy, man. So, let's look to see what's inside. I might have to put this thing down. Oh, here's a slab. Okay, now what he said was that the slab doesn't necessarily have to be the big book here. Okay, he did say that. So there's going to be some raw books. I did hear him say that, and then the slab. So, man, I saw the name. I already see the slab name already. You know what? Right off the bat, and it is a 9.8. Batman Cacophony number 3. I am familiar with this book, and if it's the book that I'm thinking it is, variant cover, this should be a Bill Sienkiewicz cover of the Joker. I do not have this book, but the significance of this book is, again, with the flap, you see that? Significance of this cover is pretty much the cover. Bill Sienkiewicz on Batman and the Joker, but it's actually the Joker though on the cover. Should be a sketch, I think. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna have to take this apart. There it is, guys. It's a pretty book, man. Pretty book. You know, their new slabs are better for the those Newton rings. I think that's one of the reasons they created the new slabs, just to get rid of those Newton rings. But yeah, that's a fantastic cover. Again, the only reason this cover is so good is, one, is because this is the variant. So I believe this is like a 1 in 25, and it's a Sienkiewicz cover. I mean, it's definitely sought after because of that. Not something that you see a lot. Okay, I don't know what the print run is for this. Maybe I should look it up, but I know for a fact that it's low. And again, I'm not 100% that it's a 1 in 25. I think it is a 1 in 25. That book, he put the price on it, $350. I know that they go for $100 or more raw, just raw, but this is a 9.8. $350 right off the bat. And I got more books right here. The box itself was $525, so right there, it's more than half the price, you know. All right, let's open up the rest. Let me see if I can open this. Now I'm gonna have to open it. I'm putting this down. You know, me and Thoro, we have similar collecting styles. So I love Batman. He loves Batman. I love Thor, and he loves Thor. I am an older Thor fan than he is, though. So I'm pretty sure he doesn't have the stuff that I got. But like, for example, like, he loves Jason Aaron. I think Jason Aaron has been okay. His first 2 storylines with Thor were off the hook, right? The Gore storyline, and then the Galactus storyline with King Thor, tremendous. But when he brought in Jane Foster and claimed that Jane Foster is Thor, that's where the Thor fanatic had a problem with it. The hardcore fans have a problem with that, and we can't let that go. I can't let that go. I can't forgive that. So that's where we differ with Thoro, right? But we have the right to differ, right? But say a book like this, I knew about that book. I just don't happen to have it. I didn't happen to have it because I did know that that book went for $100. It's hard to find. Not too many people even know about this Bill Sienkiewicz book. But you know what? Maybe an influencer can go and talk about it. And Mr. Thoro is an influencer now, man. That guy's going to start working for CBSI. He's going to be doing I think like an article for CBSI. I don't know if it's going to be monthly or weekly. Hopefully it'll be weekly, because I do love CBSI. CBSI is one of the most underrated websites for comic book collecting that there is out there. So, and the fact that they got him for, you know, to write articles for them, that's actually a really smart smart move by them. So let's start looking at what we have over here. But let me tell you, this guy must. Nah, he doesn't even know who I am. But obviously, we know what this is, right? I do have this in a 9.8 already. Let's see if this is a 9.8. Like I said, I think that with him, it's got a little bit of a. Let me see, what is that? We're gonna send that out anyway and try and get a pre-screen 9.8 on. It doesn't break color. It's just a little dimple, but it doesn't break color. And easily, this one is 150 in a CGC 9.8 easily. This is the regular unlocked variant. So this one is what you would probably call a cover B for Something's Killing the Children. So far, look at that. 350, 100. I'm gonna say right there, it's almost the price of the box right there, right? If I get this in a 9.8, by the time it comes back, and it comes back as a 9.8, for a fact, a 9.6 is $100 for a fact. This is a book I know nothing about. Nothing about. Bill and Ted's Excellent Comic Adventure. He has it at $5. But you know what? It's a good spec. And I'm pretty sure, see, and the thing about him is that he is pretty. Look at that condition on this book, man. This is a book that's more than 20 years old. Look at the condition of it. And I know it's more than 20 years old because I can see the $sign right there. So I know that's from the 90s. I don't know anything about this book, but this is going to get slabbed. This is going to get slabbed. This is going to pre-screen. I'm going to take it out. And obviously, I'm going to take all of these books out and check them out before I send them to pre-screen. But he says it's $5, but hey, that could go for more in a 9.8. A lot more than that in a 9.8. Okay, this is something I'm familiar with big time. I do have these books, but I don't think I have them in the condition that he sent them in. And these do have trading cards inside, and apparently trading cards are going to become a thing nowadays. I'm going to have to take it out of the poly bag. Let me see if the the poly bag is still sealed. I think, right? Yeah, it looks like it's still sealed. I'm definitely taking them out of the poly bag, and they're going to be sent to CGC. Look, back then when these came out, and these came out in the 90s as well, I believe. It was static. There was different hardwares, different collected editions. I didn't like them. I gotta be honest with you. I did not like these books at all. Dwayne McDuffie was one of the creators of this, and I've said it before that I've had it out with Mr. Dwayne McDuffie in the past before he died, unfortunately, and all because of a Silver Surfer putting the Black Panther putting the Silver Surfer in an armbar. That really made me really salty with McDuffie. And there were different creators here, though, and these were all African American creators. That at least is something that's positive, you know. And DC tried to make things happen with hardware, but and with the titles that they came out with. However, those titles didn't go anywhere. You know, those titles just folded. You know, people just didn't like them, unfortunately. You know, but might be a resurgence nowadays for those books. So that is a very good spec book. Very happy to have that in the condition that I believe that book is in. This is another book that I am very familiar with. Not the first appearance of Captain Britain, but the first one in an American comic book. And let's see the condition on this. I do have this book. I have two copies, but they're not in great condition. This one seems to be in better condition than what I have mine at. Probably, let me see. I'm going to say this one's probably about an 8.0. Not sure if I'm gonna. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have this one slabbed. I gotta look at it and check it out. This is from a time. This is from the 70s when the newsstand really didn't matter. You know, almost all the books there were newsstand. Matter of fact, probably the direct was it direct back then? I don't even think there was. I think all of them might have been like newsstand, or I think the direct might have had like a split. But yeah, that's probably about an 8.0, which is still a nice book though. That's still a nice book. And if he ever makes an appearance, that book is gonna go through the roof. It's a pretty decent story that they had over here. I have the entire Marvel team up of Spider-Man. Alright, let's see what this one is. Oh yes, I have like 3 or 4 copies of this. This is Deathstroke's, I believe this is his 3rd appearance, full appearance. Deathstroke. This is the best Marvel and DC team up ever made, man. This was 1982. Yeah. 1982. This was Chris Claremont that wrote this. And Darkseid goes one-on-one against the Phoenix. It doesn't go good for Darkseid. Wolverine fights Deathstroke, and so do the X-Men, and they don't do well against Deathstroke either, guys. They don't do well against Deathstroke. Let's see the condition in this baby. This one in a 9.8. Let me tell you something. This is gonna come close to a 9.8. I might send this. Ooh, maybe not. Let me see what that is right there. Is that part of the plastic? Yeah, that's the plastic. This might be a 9.8. If this is a 9.8, that would be magnificent. I am really loving this box, guys. I mean, I've gotten my worth out of this box already. Like, it's freaking fantastic. I like it. I love it. And you know I'm gonna slab probably most of these. So this one I know nothing about. Here's Planet of the Symbiotes #1. I'm gonna have to look this one up. Supposedly it's $25. I'll check it out and see what I know. Books like this he's gonna have it near mint to mint because of the way that he stores his books. You know, all his books when he shows them, they, at least on video, they look like near mint to mint, as does this one right here. So if this is any I think is this a brand new book or what? Planet of the Symbiotes. Yeah, I don't know anything about that one. And here's another one. Icon. There's another one with another trading card. And this will be another one to get slabbed. Yeah, that's... Oh man, look at this. He's only got this at $20. This must be very fine then if it's $20. Let me see. This ain't a $20 book. I can tell you that right now. I don't think this is a $20 book. Let me see. Come on. Let me see the $20. Is that the $20 right there? Is that No, I think that's the plastic. Might have a little bit of color rub. If that's color rub, then I can probably see a very fine, maybe very fine near mint on this. But we're gonna try and get this. This is the first appearance of the ventriloquist and Scarface. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this one goes for, in a 9.8, over 300 bucks, or right around 300 bucks, I believe. Besides that, oh, okay, it needs a press. Right, so it needs a press, right? No, that's not a press. That's part of the back of that cover. Nope, that doesn't need a press. Listen, if that right there is the plastic, and I'm going to take it out, and I think, ooh, that is the plastic. See how that moves? Yo, that's the plastic. Let me see. No, it's the book. It might be very fine near mint, or maybe it could reach near mint. A little bit of color rub. But that's still a pretty nice book. Still a pretty nice book. I'm going to try to get that in 9.8. What the hell? Oh, okay. I told you, this guy collects like I do, man. Star Wars, know nothing about this. He's got it at 60 bucks, though. So this has to be something big. Comic Book Day, 2008. You know, Wilbert's going to know what this is. Some of you guys are going to know what this is. I have no idea what the hell this is. Free Comic Book Day, Oppress, Unleashed. We're going to definitely get this baby graded. We're going to get that graded and see what that is. And, of course, here it is. You know, I haven't checked prices on these yet. Oh, damn. Tape is on it. But I'm going to have yet another one of these, baby. He's got it at 100 bucks. Is it going for 100 bucks now? Wow. Alright, I'll show you guys something. This is what I mean. This is what I mean about me and him collecting similar, guys. Okay, you see this? Now, I got these for 20 bucks back in the day. So I don't know if I got a discount on that too, but this was way back in the day, and I just decided to hold them. So these are going to be going out to get 9.8 pre-screen. That's 6 of them. I got more than that, though. I got like, man, I got to have like more than 10 of these. But that's going to be 7, because that looks like a 9.8 to me. So that's going to be joining these babies. It's funny that I was preparing these this week to send out for a pre-screen 9.8. I'm preparing these and some Batman 612 sketches and regulars to be sent out for pre-screen 9.8. And I'm sure that he's got a ton of those 612s too, you know. But overall, man, this is a great box. It's a great box. I'll tell you what. Help out Thoro, and then Thoro helps me out too, because I think I'm gonna definitely crack a pretty decent profit out of most of these, and I might even keep. I might just keep that that Sankovic cover. I might. Thinking about it. I do have that Detective Comics 583 though. I do have that. I have the almost the entire collection of that. That's a Mike Mignola cover. And I have the hardwares, but he's got them in better condition, and the hardware and the icon. And I do still have mine in the plastic bags as well, but I put them in a long box. Big mistake to do that. I do have the statics as well. But yeah, man, this is a great box. It's a great box for a good dude. So yeah, that's what we got. Bye bye.